Good evening, welcome to You Can't Handle the Truth Movies. I'm Chris, that's James, and we're going to review Caught Stealing.
You can't handle the truth!
Burned out ex-baseball player Hank Thompson unexpectedly finds himself embroiled in a dangerous struggle for survival amidst the criminal underbelly of the 1990s New York City, forced to navigate a treacherous underworld he never imagined.
We haven't spoke at all about this film yet.
No.
We watched it separately. So I want to say, first of all, out of our reviews this week, this was my favourite film. Do you agree?
Yes,
Okay,
by far
right.
the
That's
favourite
I
film.
was kind of like, oh yeah, is Chris going to go off on a rant again? And I'm just going to sit here going...
I watched this film.
Sorry about that in the last video, by the way.
I watched this film and I actually enjoyed it. And with some of the films we watched this week, I didn't say the Long Walk was bad,
No,
but this actually had stuff going on. So this was way more energetic. It was like a dark comedy almost, and I liked that. I liked some of the plots.
So I remembered the trailer from this in the cinema, and I wasn't particularly interested in watching it, but I did watch it, as we are meant to, and I really liked Zoe's character.
Zoë Kravitz.
Yeah, I was really I thought she was a good character, and I was spoilers. We always do spoilers. I was a little shocked, not majorly, but when she was actually murdered, I was like, oh, damn, she's been murdered. Because I thought they just beat her up or something, and she was going to be throughout the whole movie. So I don't know if that's something I've missed in the trailer or whatnot, but I was like, oh, damn. So that kind of sucked for me because I thought she was quite good. The main guy, he was fine. He held the film, but this film was very standard for me in its storytelling and all that, but it did keep popping a little something up now and then to keep you going through to get to the end of the film.
Mm-hmm.
Like your Jewish gangsters and your little man that was trying to punch you. I've got something to say about that, but I'll let you just have a little overview first.
Yeah, here's your overview. I liked when she got killed.
I did
because it didn't follow the norm of like, oh, she's been captured, or she's been beaten up, or I need to protect her. She's dead.
Do you know, no one seemed to actually care she was dead either. Like, he was, like, upset a little bit for, like, 20 minutes, and it was just like, yeah, she's dead. I mean...
They talked about it in the film. They were at that point where they were going to decide whether they were going to be in a relationship or not.
But I mean, if it was my postman that had just been murdered in front of me, I would be more...
I mean, he was upset, but he's also worried for his own life, worried for his family.
I get it, but...
Like,
he should have... He didn't seem to care at all.
Spoiler alert, right at the end, he does manage to kill somebody again because they killed his missus.
So, right, he gets a battering. It's Matt is the guy that plays the Mohawk guy they're looking for.
Yeah.
I've got his surname. Anyway, so they're looking for this guy. He's basically doing dealings between the gangsters, and they end up kicking in his roommate. It's not his roommate, it's next door neighbor, basically, because he's hid a key in his cat litter box, and this little guy beats the crap out of him. And I'm gonna have to jump back and forth a bit here, but when he fights him later in the end, he just knocks him out with one punch. And he literally had his one kidney removed, not two, obviously. He had a kidney removed, he had psychological damage, he was hiding off the street. And he just levered him in one punch when it actually come down to fighting him at the end. I was like, why didn't you just do that in the first place?
We got punched in the throat before he... Have you ever been punched in the throat?
I have actually, yeah, once.
Right.
By myself. It was a very misfortunate event. No, I do get it. Like, there was two of them. It was the psychological thing and all that, the sucker punch. But like, he just nailed that guy. I was like, why was he so scared of him?
Well, that's the thing. After you've been through that whole turmoil, when you get to that point again, you're like, you know what? I actually want to beat your face in. I'm not scared of you anymore. I just want to hurt you.
But like, both set to the bad guys, because you had the Jewish guys as well. They didn't seem to really be that bad. I mean, they were doing some nasty things and they were very brutal, but they just didn't seem to have that. I don't know if that makes them better characters or worse characters, but they were just like so unsuspecting and then just like
I think that makes them much better.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I think the one thing that old gangster films had, which that's why I think when you see like the yobbos hanging around the streets and stuff now, and I'm just like, no, like they used to have suits and ties and respect. and it was better. And I like the whole, even though you're doing terrible, terrible things, there's a bit of a code, like an honourable system that you will follow.
Fair
Because
enough.
even when you're breaking the law, there has to be rules. There has to be, otherwise it's all just carnage all the time. Um, I did like the little twist. I mean, I saw that she was going to be a bad guy.
Yeah, no, I saw that coming.
Yeah, I mean,
I wasn't like, yeah, she's definitely a bad guy. I was like, she's probably in on it.
yeah,
Just
because
like it was, yeah, it's pretty obvious that was.
and as soon as he mentioned to her and the guys about his girlfriend being killed, and obviously he's not happy about it, and they're like, "Oh, it doesn't matter. That doesn't matter." And the way they acted, I knew then that they hadn't done it.
Yeah.
And I was like, right, so it's going to be another faction. And as soon as I saw the Jewish guys come in, I was like, oh, they killed her because he ran away. Because that's what you do. So that again, it's a rule you follow. You don't do that as consequences. If you don't have a consequence, then you lose your control and power over and influence over people. Because if you don't have a consequence for doing something that you're not supposed to do, then yeah. So I knew instantly. So the twists, although they were there, they were very obvious, but they didn't need to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, his character was interesting. As you say, he seemed to go from being like a little pet cat in the corner to, at the end, like quite a ferocious animal. I don't know why I chose an animal metaphor. Yeah, and that I figured he would be able to handle himself better than that anyway. If he was not long before was being drafted to be a professional sportsman, I figured he'd be fit, strong, healthy. They did that whole sex scene so they could show off his physique and show you that he's fit and healthy and strong. But then straight after that, he did get absolutely battered by a tiny ball bloke.
Yeah. I did like when they go to the bar that I guess they're his mates or his employers, like, tries to stand straight up to that guy waving the gun in his face. Like, oh yeah, of course they're going to fight, but they kind of just get shot. But it was good that you saw there was resistance when you thought there should be. Like it wasn't just like, oh, he's getting slapped around. There was a bit of resistance, but I don't know. It just seemed like a lot of this stuff could have been avoided. Not that it should have been. It was a movie, but I'm just saying, like, just
my favourite thing about the movie, the cat did not get killed.
No, it just bit everybody.
I don't quite understand how the cat survived the car accident.
Well, it's got 9 lives, hasn't it?
Oh, so, yeah, no, forget what I said. Yeah, brilliant. Out of 10, and in our lovely little, do we want to watch it? Do we want to avoid it? Do we recommend it? Where would you put this?
So I did like it. I wouldn't go out of my way to recommend it to anybody because it's just very straightforward. It is enjoyable for like maybe a Friday night or Saturday night movie, but it doesn't really stand out for me in any particular way. And the character interactions I like the most, they got rid of them at the beginning of the film. So for me, it's a watchable on the higher end. I'd probably give it like a 5.9. Higher end of watchable. I can't quite recommend it.
I see what you're saying. It's interesting that one of your favourite characters is my least favourite character.
That happens a lot.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like we come to like a similar conclusion about the film, but there's different parts of the film that we like and dislike. I'm gonna give this a bit higher. Actually, I was gonna go 6.5. So I actually did really enjoy watching this film.
Okay, fair enough.
And it might have been because I watched Highest to Lowest the day before.
I did it the other way around. So 6.3 for Caught Stealing.
Which does just creep into the recommended.
Okay, we recommend it then. It is a fun little ride. It's got some good performances. It's got some good action. It's got some good... I find it hard to watch because I just don't like the whole... I know the gangster and stuff, but it was just like a bully mentality of them, the guys doing this. And it had nothing to do... I just don't like that sort of stuff.
I enjoyed that.
I know you do.
I found it quite funny.
But, you know, anyway.
I know you do.
6.3.
What are you trying to say?
Well, just zoom into the right eye, people, if you're not her.